So I am
Thank you.
here with the one and only Countess Luann De Lesseps. You're going to be having your Countess Cabaret at Live Casino in Philadelphia, which is this Saturday, September 23rd. So we're so excited to have you in the area. What can everybody expect from your show?
They can expect to have a great time. It's a great ride. It's oh God.
Yeah.
It is it's cabaret. So it's I tell stories, I sing the songs that I love, pop culture. So it's really um intertwined, fully immersive. I do a Q&A with the audience. It's just a fun time. It's a great show. I always say that people come in expecting, they come in their flatbed Ford and they drive out in a Rolls Royce, because it's a great show. I work very hard at my cabaret, and I have a new director who is Kristen Chenoweth's director, and Barbara Streisand, and so I have a great team of people that I work with. So I really put on a great show. People have a great time. What I love about the fans is they come in their sequins, their statement necklaces. They come dressed to kill, and I love that. And then they hang out. They go to the casino together because they have that common thread of the housewives in common. So they make friends, they go out together, and I love that. It's a really immersive experience. You really feel like you're on my couch in my living room, basically.
Yeah.
And that's how I started cabaret. One of my best friends said to me, Lou, you love to sing for your friends, you love to tell jokes, and you love to be a hostess. You're a cabaret star. And I was like, oh, I never thought about that. And then, and then I got married in between, and and I just finally got to do what I love to do, which is cabaret. It's just, I love being on stage. I love doing the show. We're going to talk, of course, a little bit about Crappie Lake, and we're going to talk housewives, because I do a Q&A, so people get to talk to me about the show. And so, I'm very connected with my audience, and I think people really love that. And that's what makes it cabaret. It really is, you're right up there close to me, not a bad seat in the house.
Well, that's cool. So you brought up Crappie Lake. So that was super successful. Did you have any idea of how successful it would be?
I kind of did, because, when we were shooting it, I was like, oh my God, this feels really good. You know what I mean? It's feel good. It's fun. It is a dream job for me, after 14 years of being on the Housewives.
Yeah, right.
Really a dream job, because, my background is nursing also. So I'm a nurturer. And so for me to go into a town, be able to help them out, do a full-on variety show with them. We do also. So cool. Yeah, and it's streaming now on Peacock, by the way, so people can still catch Crappie Lake on Peacock.
Yeah, I love when you said that when you got off the plane and everyone had signs, you thought they were picketing. They were really
I thought they were mad, like we're coming to town, or I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. And and listen, Sonia and I come from small towns. Yeah. Of course our lives have changed since then, but we are small town girls at heart. And I think the people really felt that. And it wasn't, I had no idea that these people would become like family. I text the hotel owners like every day, Akash and Hiral. They built another wing on the motel, because I have to learn to say motel instead of hotel. Yeah. They built another wing on the motel because they have so much demand for the Sonia and Luann suite. So, to be able to do that and help this town out, and to be able to hopefully continue doing that town after town would be amazing. It's really a dream job.
So do you want to go to Texas, just like Sonia wanted to go to Texas?
Well, listen, Sonia's just interested in the men of Texas.
Right. She wants a cowboy.
Beefcakes.
But so are you, though. I don't know.
Sure, but I take more than 24 hours.
Yeah, right. I know. You like to be wined and dined. I got you. So funny. That was so cool. It was fun to watch you guys doing that. Did you hear from like Paris Hilton or anybody because of The Simple Life?
It's so funny, because the producers, it's a Jeff Jenkins production. They produced The Simple Life originally. They produce all their Kardashians. But funnily enough, I have not heard from Paris, but surely she knows about the show and has probably watched.
I'm sure. That's so awesome. So what are you doing nowadays? Do you have, besides the cabaret, do you have any fun projects going on?
Well, listen, we have, we did a Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip with the OG cast.
So how was that? What can we?
It was so much fun. It was so great to be back together with all the OGs.
Yeah.
We go back to like St. Bart's.
Yeah.
So you might see a pirate or two. And it felt really good to be together. And, that show was supposed to be out in 2024, but actually it's coming out in December. So people can check that out. That'll be, I think, on Bravo and Peacock.
Yeah.
And so I get a lot of exciting things. The Cabaret tour has been fantastic. I'm, just kicking it off, and I'm going to Columbus and Cleveland, and then I'm coming straight to Philly, and and then I have a lot of dates through the holidays. So I just love it. Yeah, and with the Housewives coming up in December, and then possibly filming a new season of Crappie Lake, we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, so quite busy, and I'm a mother too, so I gotta.
Yeah, I know. You got to make time for family. I know we have to balance so much. So with the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, though, is there anything you learned about your kid? I mean, I know you guys are all friends anyway, but is there anything you learned about them, like from Dorinda, from even Ramona, or anybody that, you didn't know about them from traveling this time around?
Well, it's interesting because, Kristen, Teichman is back on the show. She hasn't been back since season 3, I think, like Kelly. And she managed to keep her marriage together. Everybody has problems, but, kudos to her for keeping her marriage together. So we talk about that because she had a little hiccup there in her story. Okay. And, Kelly, since we saw her last on Scary Island, you get to see another side of Kelly also. So that's cool. Now, Sonia, it's always, I'm playing the snatch guard. And, Ramona is Ramona. We just can't help but be Ramona. And, but I think you're going to see a different side of Ramona also, a softer side. And Dorinda is actually really, the two of us had, I think, the most fun.
Okay, you and Dorinda, that's cool. I love
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Dorinda's always good. I mean, especially in all the Ultimate Girls trips, it winds up being really fun. So
oh, well. Yeah.
It can be. What do you think of the new Real Housewives of New York?
Listen, I think that they're beautiful women. They certainly, hold their own in New York. It's a different, slice of New York City. Certainly a different slice than what, we're used to in terms of filming, et cetera. It looks like they're having a good time. And, I think that people are tired of seeing all the crazy drama, darkness. I like that it's light. It's not dark. And it shows a different side of New York women. So, like I said, I wish them luck, and I think it takes time to get to know people also. So people should give it a chance.
That's true too. And you have to grow with them and get to know them that way. Do you know any of the cast?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't. I mean, I've met them since they've been cast, but I did not know them before. So.
Okay. So who do you, if you had to trade closets with any of the Real Housewives, who would it be and why?
Oh, geez. I don't know. Maybe Jenna Lyons.
Oh, yeah. Isn't she great? I know. I love her style. I think she's great.
Yeah. Yeah. She's got a lot of good stuff in that closet. She needs a new chair for the closet, though.
She needs a new what?
Chair.
Oh, new
Remember
chair.
The girl fell through the chair.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. That was funny. I know. So that is really funny. Oh, well, that's good, because I'm glad you kind of like that, because we weren't sure how the OG RHONY, ladies would think about the new RHONY ladies. But, I think, what, you have so many great projects going on. What do you think about Bethany and the Bethany Clause and trying to help reality stars?
Well, I think she kind of has that syndrome where she kind of goes in, tries to save the world, and usually it's, for her own benefit. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Well, also with Shannon Beador in the news right now, what do you think about that? Do you think she needs to do
felt so sorry for her. Mm-hmm. Listen, we all have our ups and downs. This is certainly a down, and there's only one way to go now.
That's true. And I had asked people if there's anything they want to know about you. And the crazy thing is, so many people want to know, how do you stay so beautiful? Like they're like, she's a natural beauty and you don't look too overdone. Like a lot of housewives do a lot of surgeries, or you just look fabulous. What is your routine?
Listen, I went before this interview, I went for a run in the park. I like to eat healthy, Mediterranean diet. I think skin is a very hereditary thing. Also, my mother's going to be 95 and she doesn't have a wrinkle on her forehead. It's like, Mom, you're like a freak of nature. So I think, it's so many things, but I think eating healthy and being happy. I think if you're happy, that really makes a difference in how you put your foot forward. And I think, I'm very spiritual. So I like to meditate and, just have peace within myself. And it's taken me a long time to get here. And, I find 50s fabulous. And, I wouldn't trade any other age for this age in my life.
Great.
And yeah, I think just generally being happy and taking care of yourself and knowing what you want, and not being afraid to get it.
And there's something to be said for that, especially when you have life experience. And I know that just came out, I guess, today that you had taken a dip in the lady pond. Do you want to talk about that at all? And
what, me?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Came out where?
Apparently, you talked about it on a podcast about it recently.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, I think you have to try everything once.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person that runs towards things that fear me, because I feel like if I don't, then I'll always have that fear. I feel like, and not that I'm fearful of dipping in the lady pond, but let's say uncomfortable, like, so yeah, I had the opportunity when I lived in Europe, and it was enjoyable, but it's kind of like, I think if it's that enjoyable, sometimes it's hard to go back, just like, any drug, it's like, if you got to be careful, because you tried it, you liked it, but now, I think it's, it just depends what you want in your life. For me, I love the ladies, but I love the ladies as really, really close friends. And I still love dudes. What can I say?
Why not? I know, strictly dickly, as they say. Do you have a reality?
I still prefer guys.
Yeah, I got you. Listen, I hear you. Do you have a reality show guilty pleasure? Some reality show besides Real Housewives that you love?
Oh, The Masked Singer.
Ooh, wait, were you on The Masked Singer?
I was on The Masked Singer.
Oh, okay.
I had a little appearance on The Masked Singer. Yeah, I was one of the clue givers, and Dancing with the Stars.
Yes, that's true. Oh, that's awesome. Ariana. Do you know Ariana and Tom? Are you friends with them?
Sure. No, I know Ariana. I haven't met Tom.
How are you excited?
But maybe I should.
Oh, hey, let's.
Nice and scandalous.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, Luann and Tom. You never know.
Oh God, you never know.
Another Tom. That's all you need, right?
Listen, people make mistakes. You got to forgive people. I mean, he's not the first man that cheated on a woman in the history of the world. So
yeah.
It's unfortunate, and I feel bad for her, I feel bad for him, I feel bad for the whole lot of them, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, okay. And do you have any fun hidden talents? Anything we don't know?
Let's see. Well, listen, I drive my own boat.
That's cool.
I just got it. Check out my Instagram. I just got a Boston Whaler. I love that thing.
It's yeah.
So just call me Captain Lou.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so
I love it.
I'm excited. Is there any advice that you want to give to anybody? You've been doing this a long time. Do you have any advice you'd love to give to someone aspiring to be on reality TV and someone who also wants to follow their dreams like you did with the Cabaret?
Follow your dreams. Anything's possible. And we write our own stories, Write your story and stick to it and go for it. You can always go home.
That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Luann. We look forward to seeing you in Philadelphia for your
awesome
great show.
It'll be the first time I'm doing a show in Philly. I'm excited.
Oh my God, that's so great. I know everyone's excited to see you. I've talked to so many people, so we're all
awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome.